Dear African Americans, black folks, brown folks, melanoid people, people of African descent, Israelites, Pan-Africans, brothers, sisters, kings, queens, Negroes, niggas, bitches. I mean, whatever we label ourselves as, we all got the same thing in common. We are slaves to the Democratic Party. We all live on a Democratic plantation.
Factually opinionated.
Welcome to Factually Opinionated Gurus. You know who it is. Yep, it's your boy Mo Pre. Let's get started. Why do black folks vote Democratic religiously? It's to a point that we become slaves to the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party was founded in 1828 by Andrew Jackson, making it the world's oldest active party. This party believed in government programming, social justice, and economic equality. However, that's just simply not true, especially for black folks, because history shows otherwise. Now, I'm not a history teacher, I'm not a historian, but I am a factual opinionated guru, and I did do my research. Now, this Democratic Party have a real sour, nasty, and disgusting history. The Democratic Party was against the 13th Amendment, the 14th Amendment, and the 15th Amendment. The 13th Amendment was to abolish slavery. The Republicans showed 100% support. The Democratic Party showed anywhere from 15 to 20% support. The 14th Amendment gave citizenship, equal citizenship to everyone in America. The Republicans supported it 100%. Democratic Party supported it 0%. The 15th Amendment gave black folks the right to vote. The Republican Party once again supported it 100%, and the Democratic Party supported it, goose egg, 0%. I mean, based on that, you would think that black folks and African Americans would, by law, will just naturally be both birthed into being a Republican. But that's not true. The Republican Party was actually founded on abolishing slavery. I watched the Lincoln movie maybe a couple months ago, and it was very detailed on how the Republican Party was against slavery, blamed the Civil War on the Democratic Party, because if they would have just simply agreed to the abolishment of slavery, the Civil War would have never even took place. The Democratic Party is responsible for the Confederate Party. The Confederate flag was actually birthed out of the Democratic Party. KKK was founded in 1868 out of the Democratic Party. Now that's just history. Let's speed up the day. Lyndon B Johnson, one of the most disgusting presidents I ever heard of. This guy said, I will have niggas voting for the Democratic Party for the next 200 plus years. I want to prove him a lie so bad, but he was right. We vote Democratic blind. We super Democrats. Black folks are super Democrats at this point. This guy he was right. He's the guy that put in the welfare system. Now let me just show you what the welfare system did to African American and black folks. Black children born without a father in the household in 1964, before Lyndon B Johnson, was 7%. Now, fast forward to 2014, black children born in America without a father in the household skyrocketed from 7% to 73%. Now, Lyndon B Johnson wasn't the only one who made those statistics true, but he's one of the ones that kind of kicked the ball. He was the one that knocked the first domino down, per se. Even with reading the stats, with that being said, black folks still Lyndon B Johnson crazy. Now I can hear somebody right now saying, Mo Pre, that was in the 60s. It's now 2016. Well, I can bring up the Clintons. 3-strike law, stop and frisk. I keep going now. I keep it going. Don't get it twisted. I mean, if I was to name all of the stuff, it'd be too much stuff to name. I got a more better idea. There's a movie out called Hillary's America. Go watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Think about it. The first 22 black electives was all Republican. The first black Republican elected senator came in 1871 versus first black elective Democrat in 1999. Now, all 12 of the worst cities to live in are ran by Democrats. All 10 of the poorest cities to live in are ran by Democrats. Which is so funny because Democrats always seem to be the ones complaining about racism. And based on history, Republicans, they do something about it. They just simply do something about it. I'm looking at a quote by Malcolm X. Malcolm X said the Democrats are playing you as a political chump. And if you vote for them, not only are you a chump, you are a traitor of your race. Now, Malcolm X was killed 2 days later after he said that. That shows how powerful and how much power lies within the truth. Nobody ever mentioned that Martin Luther King was a Republican. Black folks love Martin Luther King and they live by and follow all of his traditions and way of thinking and ideologies, but we don't want to follow his political ideologies, his political stance. We follow everything but his political stance. Martin Luther King was a Republican. The great neurosurgeon, Ben Carson, Booker T. Washington, both of them was Republicans. I am a Republican. I never intended to belong to any party but the party of progress and freedom, i.e. Frederick Douglass. Now, Tupac said, instead of war on poverty, they got a war on drugs so the police can bother me. Thanks, Bill Clinton, for the war on drug policy that you passed. 1.5 million black men gone, dead, jail, just gone. 1.5 million black men now. We're not talking about women and children. We're just talking about 1.5 million black men. Anybody can see that after the Civil War, the Democratic Party was a party of white supremacists. And the fact that black folks basically own the Democratic Party, basically live and die by the Democratic Party is blasphemous to me. It's funny to me. It shows how ignorant we are as a race. Okay, quiz time. Who started the KKK? The Democratic Party. Who supported the KKK? The Democratic Party. Who created the Jim Crow laws? The Democratic Party. Who supported the Jim Crow law? The Democrats did. Who arrested MLK? Who assassinated MLK? The Democratic Party did. Who was opposed to the civil rights legislation? The Democratic Party. Who fought against blacks' right to vote? The Democratic Party. So knowing that the Democratic Party have all these knocks against them and the Republican Party so far that I can think of have zero knocks against them, it seems like black folks will be Republican. But yet and still we got these ignorant old folks, grandparents, parents, great-grandparents, aunties, uncles, older cousins, older siblings that have been brainwashed from their grandmas, aunties, uncles, and all these other people who told them to vote Democrat, and they planted that seed in their kids' head, and their kids are planting that seed in their kids' head. Vote Democrat. Why, mom? Why, uncle? Why, grandma? I don't know. Just vote Democrat. Democrat are for black folks. That's all you hear in the black community. 94% of black people vote Democrat. I'm talking about blind vote. What have a Democrat done for me? Own them. I'm still gonna vote Democrat. That's how we do. That's how black folks really go about voting. All of my friends are Democrats. All of my siblings are Democrats. But nobody can tell me what the Democrats have done to them. You seen the stats. I gave you the facts. I laid the facts out. 10 poorest communities, 10 dangerous communities, all of them ran by Democrats. Which is strange why everybody voted for, all the black folks voted for Hillary versus Trump. People want to say, you should vote because your ancestors died for your right to vote. Yeah, they did. And Republicans died for my right to vote too. So why aren't I voting Republican? It's just frustrating. We so damn ignorant that we'll vote for a party that doesn't have our best interests. Which leads me to think black folks don't even need to vote. We so ignorant when it comes to vote, we just need to hold out on vote. We just vote just because. You don't vote because you vote for a reason, you vote for a cause, you vote for change. voting Democrat every year, year after year, year after year, you're not gonna get a change. But doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. Black folks are insanity. Black folks are insane. Black folks disgust me when it comes to vote. I'm starting to think black folks are just in the way when it comes to the presidential election because we just vote Democrat just because. Hopefully after this video, somebody will get off the Democratic plantation. Somebody will prove Lyndon B Johnson to be wrong. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is quit being a slave. Think for yourself. Don't allow other people to think for you. Don't allow your parents and your grandparents to force you into voting a particular party or for a particular candidate. Think for yourself. Do your research. Look at the facts. Be a factual opinionated guru. You know what time it is. It's your boy Mo Pre. Wow. I guess I'll go read a book or something now. I'm out. Fuck the Democratic Party. Have a nice day.